From the desk of Ronnie Shadow and Wilson Wolf, this is new news. Up-to-date news for up-to-date people. Hello there, folks. I'm Ronnie Shadow, and this is my colleague, Wilson Wolf. Thanks, Ronnie. Folks, we have for you today a special edition of New News. New News goes green. Today, we'll be discussing the environment. And why is that, Wilson? Well, firstly, it's great for ratings if hippies think you care about the environment. And secondly, because here at the news station, we believe that even if your shoe size is a size 10, your carbon footprint should be a size 0. Well, that's great, Wilson, if a bit overly cliche. We'll be starting off talking about global warming, probably one of the biggest issues in today's climate. That's right, Ronnie, and I know I'm not the only one noticing my summer's getting hotter, am I? No, you are not, Wilson. In fact, most of the world has realized that our world's getting warmer. We went to the streets to ask people's opinion of global warming. It gets all hot, and it's no fun to go outside if it's too hot. It's just crazy. I mean, I used to be okay to grill, but now if I want to start a good cookout, I have to put a fan in an open refrigerator by my guests to keep them from running away. It's too hot! That says it all, doesn't it, Ronnie? Not really, Will. If you look closely at this graph, I don't like graphs. Well, why not? Graphs mean math. I hate math. That's why I'm a newscaster. Then don't look at the graph. If our viewers would be so kind as to look at this graph, they would see that over the course of the past few years, Earth's temperature has been increasing. Ronnie, that's just a few degrees. Well, a few degrees now translates to 100 degrees in 100 years. You realize that, right? That doesn't concern me, though. I'm going to be dead. Shouldn't you care more for the future of your children? That's cold, Ronnie. What? You should know by now that I'm single and alone, with no children. Funnily enough, I gathered you had no children when you said single and alone. Well, you should have gathered it before you told me to care about the children I don't have. Okay. Chill, man. Chill? You're telling me to be chill? I am chill. I think it's time to shift gears a bit and move on to our next topic. The ozone layer. Yes, Ron, the ozone layer. What's the ozone layer? The ozone layer. The layer of the atmosphere that deflects the UV rays to keep us from getting skin cancers the moment we step outside. That ozone layer? Oh yeah, Ron, that ozone layer. I thought you... Anyways, the ozone layer has protected humans for millennia. But what if human development has burned a hole in the ozone layer? What happens if that precious barrier of UV deflecting goodness fails and we're left unprotected? Sunscreen? Well, there's not enough sunscreen in the world to protect us without the ozone layer. Show the picture. Pictures? I love pictures! This was the ozone layer back in the 1970s. Red is the thickest concentration of ozone. Blue is the thinnest. That looks like healthy ozone to me. It was, Wilson. Next picture, please. This is the 1990s. Looks like we were still going strong. Next picture, please. This is the present day. Wait, where'd all the red go? It's gone. The ozone layer's thinned out, and there's not that much ozone anymore. Next picture. This is 2020, but it's not 2020 yet. Scientists can predict this sort of thing, Wilson. Notice that even the yellows are diminished in this shot. Next picture, please. This is what the ozone layer will look like in 2040. See? It's so thin that there's no red areas left. How bad is that? Bad enough to mean that you'd be wearing SPF 100 to get your mail, Will. I don't care about sunburns, though. Why? Because I've already got skin cancer, you jerk. How should I know that? You never tell me anything about yourself. I emailed because I was going to be gone for chemotherapy in a week. Next picture, please. This is 2060. The ozone layer won't exist anymore by 2060 because we haven't cut down on things like aerosol use. But I need hairspray. Why, Wilson? How else could I make my hair look this fabulous? Wilson, you don't have that much hair. It's the chemotherapy's fault. You said that started in a week. No, I didn't. You said it not 5 minutes ago. You're lying. Oh, for the love. Let's just go on to our next topic. Overpopulation. But there can never be too many people. People are awesome. Not when there's too many of us. Let's look at these population graphs. No! More graphs means more math. Wilson, you don't have to look, you know. Now, as you can see, there's a noticeable jump in population starting around the 1700s. Considering the first half of the graph and its relative linearity, that's a really sudden jump to take over 300 years. That's a long time, 300 years. Not compared to 12,000 years, Will. Details! Now that's just up to the present day. What happens when we look into the future? As you can see, the U.S. Stop with the graphs! I didn't flunk out of high school math for this. Wilson, will you calm down? I will not calm down. You mock my loneliness. You forget that I have skin cancer. You mock my lack of hair. Then you torture me with graphs. You calm down, you jackass. Now that Wilson's calmed down, we can see that the UN has predicted a few different courses of human population. The lower two courses rely on some form of disaster, wiping out or sterilizing a good portion of the human population. The lower two, but then, if we follow the unimpeded path, where humans reproduce out of control, soon the world will be too overpopulated to support life. These are all issues we need to watch, people. Issues that could lead to the downfall of the human race as we know it. I'm Ronnie Shadow, and for my late colleague Wilson Fox, I close this EcoCast with a friendly good night. Well, he was right, but no one listened, because that channel was so full of tabloid news that it was hard to believe. Right. Anyways, back to our EcoCast. Thank you, Jim. So, folks, we know that it's dangerous to be out in the sun too long. Sounds like they were right about that ozone layer. Yes, they were, Jim. But just a friendly reminder to all of you who need to be outside for more than 5 minutes, remember to wear your SPF 300 sunblock and your sunglasses to keep your skin and eyes from boiling like a pot over the Everglades. And you can't forget those climate-controlled clothes. No, those are essential for going out in heats of above 100 degrees. Which brings me to today's high, 114 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a scorcher. Don't forget to keep cool and hydrated. If there's any water left for you, that is. And listen, we know demand for supplies is high, but please, the shortages are being dealt with. The food riots are getting out of hand, and with so many of you joining in, Earth's population for the 20th century looks small compared to you. Well, folks, that's all the time we have today. I'm Susan Shadow, and I'm Jim Wolf. Until next time, have a wonderful night, and help keep your compound environment safer than the world's.